potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Guys, checking in with the Wolverines head coach before the game. He understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Paul.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. To the air, it's Underwood. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He's brought down. Couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play-calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. The corners are walked up tight. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got a
lot of space. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I'll tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Scarlet Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. On first down, here comes this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running inside. It's Raymond. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This defense got a lot of people's attention last week when they had 3 sacks. You know the offense was watching film, and they saw all these pass rushers and their abilities. They thought they had a good plan, but it's not working right now. They've already given up a sack here early in the game.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
So it's third and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
The Wolverines will line it up on first and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Caught behind the line. It's Marsh. Turning it on! And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. end of the period, and Michigan has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Finds his man. It's Buchanan. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
And the Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for room. It's Marshall. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Throwing, Underwood. Working that left side now. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Right down the boulevard. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds a tight end. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. He goes right back to the air. That's caught. It's Black. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Raymond. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. Extra point here will tie the game.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Michigan offense. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Might be calling a hot route. Intercepted. Got some room to run. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Rutgers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Underwood. Makes the grab down the middle. Breaks into the open. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
The Wolverines right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll try to do it himself. Got room at the 35. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. At the 20, he's got space. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield. It's Marsh. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. These 2 offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Running inside. It's Raymond. And they'll stop him short of the first down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He'll field the punt. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught motion from the wideout. Pulled and fired complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems...
And the quarterback hauled up to and sacked at the 12. Rutgers takes its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's Underwood to throw. He's going to take off. He was searching for that first down marker, but he'll come up short. They stop him at the 22. It'll be fourth down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest, taking on the number 12 team, the Virginia Cavaliers.
The Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaches.
There's a crease. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And that one will put them up here in the second half. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Now they'll try to answer that opening scoring drive here in the second half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Got it behind the line. It's Buchanan. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. The sure hands, it's Marsh. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. A run for the quarterback. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Now on 2nd down. Underwood on the play action. Fires to the big fella. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. This guy fits the bill, big, sturdy Michigan pocket passer.
And it's built on the ground, but I tell you what, when Michigan's had their best teams, they got to have that balance, right? You got to have a guy back there in the pocket that can go through the fake and then make the decision, get the ball out, and get some first downs.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Caught! And he will score! Touchdown, Michigan!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
All even here in the third quarter as they get set to snap it on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Black.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Hauls it in. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yardage.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. They've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Zings it. It's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. Almost lost the football on that one, but the clock is stopped while the medical staff comes out to tend to an injured player. The Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. They'll get this drive going from the 17. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. With the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He'll try it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It's hard to think of a worse time for a penalty like that than at this stage of the game. It's 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Michigan. And they turn it into a defensive score. You're happy you got the ball back, but the defense takes it a step further and just goes ahead and gets 6.
And you just want to get the stop, right? And you get the stop, you get the points. But guess what, Reese? I'm going to need another stop. This defense is going to be right back on the field. Unbelievable play, but you got to do it again.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. They'll send the back in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Grabbed over the middle. It's Black. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice.
Lets it fly deep downfield. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Rutgers!
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him, and the ball is thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. On 2nd and 10, he 4 wide out set, trips right. Caught over the middle, it's Marsh. There he goes to the right. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Michigan! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Big Blue with the response.
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play, at this point of the game, no bueno on D.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Second down, he'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Allen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. When the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline, that might be a home run play for the offense.
So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They tried to fool him with the run on third down, and they're looking at fourth and plenty of work to do. Fires to the middle. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, the team is rallying around their quarterback. He has been terrific today. Every time he comes off the field, they're patting him on the back, making sure he knows that he is their guy. His performance has been stellar. Not a big surprise, but still, the way he's shown up and shown some composure and poise, the guys are rallying and loving what they're seeing from their QB. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Unloads quickly. To the 10, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot, and he'll be brought down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense putting points on the board. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Just put a little bit of distance in this game and try to put it on ice.
And the defense just trying to fight to stay in the ball game. That should be the final blow. No more hope, but good fight to the end.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Duff. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I love when quarterbacks do that. When you go back to the guy that made a mistake earlier in the game. Earlier we saw that receiver fumble right away.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He wants a big play here late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On fourth down, looking to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Got his man downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Looking for an open area to his left. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On the move, it's Raymond. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent, looking ahead to next season. But that's next season.